Everybody, it's Jason Medley, the CEO and founder of the Collective Genius for investors just like yourself, and help you on the fast track to scaling your business, building wealth, and giving back. And what I want to share with you today is we have an absolute killer call. Every Friday we're doing what I call all hands on deck calls, right? And this is what you're seeing here. This is actually from inside of our member portal, right? This is from last week's call, our all hands on deck calls. And here's some of the crazy stuff. What's up, Chris Kerwin? How are you, sir? Here's some of the crazy stuff that we're covering off on, right? Hang on one second. I'm going to pull this up and show this to you really quickly. But this is going on a weekly basis, right? This is for today's call, our all hands on deck. I've got Jason Byrne right there. This guy's a rock star out of Denver, flips about 250 deals a year. He's going to talk about how he did 437Ks in fees last month with little to no marketing. Then we've got Mr. Eric Brewer and Anthony Lyman. They are talking about, they have actually got a right? Where they have someone whose sole responsibility is to get deals that do not come from marketing, right? So today, they're going to share the complete structure around that, as far as what does that job description look like? What does the comp structure look like? What does that individual's personality profile look like from a PI index, right? And how to find those individuals, and then what are the sources that they're going after, and what does their daily routines consist of. All of that going to be shared on today's call. And then also we have coming on, right? How to get a bazillion more eyeballs on your rent-ready rehabs. Roofstock is one of our members, right? And so what they're going to be doing today is one of their VPs, who's a member of ours, Mark Woodling, is going to be on our all hands on deck call today, talking about a new platform they're rolling out. We're actually going to be the ones beta testing it inside of CG, where our members in certain target markets will be able to put rent ready rehabs onto their platform and get like a. Here's the thing. The market is super hot right now. Retail is super hot, but I can assure you in the next 4 to 6 months, things are going to shift, and dispositions is going to become critically important. More emphasis is going to need to be put on that than it is acquisitions, right? Because we are in the gap right now between economic expansion and economic recession, and that's how things are going to need to shift. The retail market is fire. But a lot of that's pent-up demand, low inventory. People weren't putting their houses on the market because of COVID. Didn't want anybody trekking in, trekking out, right? So there's a lot of forces at place that are kind of disguising what's really about to take place in the real estate market. So here's the other thing I want to share with you. If you actually look at our portal, right? It's not just about what we're talking about, but when you look at this, right, we have total rock stars on our platform. That's Amanda Dean, flips probably 200 plus houses out of Nashville each year. You've got Dan Lane, that's who she's partners with. You've got Jared Irby right there, flips several hundred houses out of Mobile, Alabama each year. You got Steve Trang, who's a big sales trainer out of Phoenix, does about 600 plus retail transactions and 30 plus flips each year. You got Jay Connor. He was on our all hands on deck call last week, talking about how he's got about $8.5 million in play that he's raised from private lenders. He went through that entire process of detailing how he raises capital, gave his paperwork, shared everything. One of our lady bosses. Let me get you here, right here. That is Miss Joni Wolfswinkel down there. They probably do about 120 build-to-rent projects a year. 13 to 1,400 units under property management. They got two different locations in Houston and Albuquerque. So it's not just what we're talking about, it's who's on the call. This is the best of the best. And if you fit into that category, we would love to help you. And the cool part is we've put this together. We've changed our structure with all these live virtual events we're doing. And we've got a pretty amazing structure right now where we get on a call, we figure out if we're a good fit, right? You got to be flipping at least 50 deals a year or have 50 rental unit doors. We get on a call. If you meet that threshold, we get on a call, make sure we're going to be a good fit from a cultural perspective, because we're looking for cool peeps, right, that are go-givers. And then you can come in basically for 30 days and we'll test each other out. We'll figure out if we're a good fit. And if we're not, it's pretty much risk-free, right? No problem. take your money back. So awesome structure that we have, and we're crushing it right now inside of the Collective Genius, right? Our members are banging. So if we can do anything to help you, or you just want to set up a time to talk to me or my team, go to learnmooreaboutcg.com. Learn more about cg.com. There's a simple application there. You fill it out. We'll reach out to you, get something scheduled, and we'll get on the phone. We'll figure out what your biggest challenges are, what you want to accomplish. And if we can help you, we will. And if we can't, no harm, no foul, right? So anyway, listen, hope you guys have a great weekend. I know I am. My wife and I have been super stringent with this whole lockdown thing. But Florida's opening up, and we are having our first date night tonight. Outside, all that jazz in like 2.5 months, right? Remember why you like each other sometimes. So that's what date nights are for. But we do it every Friday night, but we haven't been doing it because of everything that's been going on. So babysitter's coming over. We're going to hang out tonight, have some fun. And then tomorrow we're having something super strict as well. Getting the kids out in the pool, going to get the jet skis out, tear up the lake, and just have some fun. So I encourage you guys to do the same. And like I said, if we can do anything to help you, go to learnmooreaboutcg.com. Watch that video, man. Like, it's an awesome video. It talks about CG is not just about information, right? Like everything I showed you on that post is a lot about, there's a lot of killer information right now. How I did 437Ks in fees in the last month with no marketing, or how to hire, train, and retain full-time salesperson that doesn't rely on lead gen, right? That's job descriptions that we're going to be sharing. That's compensation structures. That's PI index profiles for that person if you're trying to hire them. It's not just information. It's the systems, the strategies, the resources. Everything is provided to you. And so if you want to battle through this thing and not just come out the way things were, but you want to come out on top in a dominating fashion, that's what we do. And it's even beyond systems and strategies and info, right? We have a lot of people that do big deals together, tons and tons of deals. The gentleman I showed you about just a minute ago, right? Hang on one second. I'm going to flip this back around here. This gentleman right here, he's a little bit blurry, right? He sent me a text a few months back and said he wanted to take down a 94-unit portfolio, but needed to raise the capital on the debt side and the equity side. And we brought it. We brought it to him, right? Myself, Connie Wang, Mike Zlotnick, a bunch of other CG members are funding that deal from an equity perspective. It's getting ready to close here probably in the next couple of weeks. And so it's not just information system strategies. It is doing the deals, the big dealios. 94-unit single-family portfolio about to go down. So cool part about it, too, is I was a little reluctant after COVID to do it, but it's a big chunk of it is Section 8, and so we know the rents are going to come. So I was no longer reluctant to do it when I figured that out. So again, with that said, if we can do anything to help you, go to learnmooreaboutcg.com. Have a great weekend, right? Get out, enjoy your family a little bit. Remember why you still like your spouse. Get a little date night up in that piece. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, I'm going to keep coming back, getting back into live mode. I took a couple weeks off. I worked like a dog for 2 months. I was exhausted, right? I'm sure you can probably relate. So with that said, I'm signing off. If I can do anything to help you, let me know. I'll talk to you soon. All right? Peace.